1. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When plague swept through Rome, Marcus did not weep. When his generals failed him, he did not rage. When fate struck him down, he did not beg. Because he knew the only kingdom worth ruling was within. In that quiet place, he was still free, too. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. He remembered the Germanic ambush, trapped, outnumbered, starving. His men wanted to retreat, but Marcus whispered, "The obstacle is the path." So they advanced, not with brute force, but with cleverness. And they won. Every roadblock had taught him, the way forward is through. 3. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Now, as death sat beside him like an old friend, he did not resist. He had lived. He had loved. He had served. The real tragedy, he thought, is not dying. It's waiting to live until it's too late. 4. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. He had seen philosophers speak in circles. He had watched senators debate morals, then betray them. So he chose another way. Quiet action, daily private discipline, not to be praised, but to be good when no one was watching. 5. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Memento mori. This was his most faithful companion, the awareness of death, but not in sadness, in clarity. Every word he spoke, every step he took, he asked, if this were my last, would I be proud of it? And that question made him live better than most. 6. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. In Rome, truth was rare. Whispers in the halls, lies at banquets, treachery in gold. But Marcus stayed clean. He reminded himself daily, right action, honest speech, simple life. Even in power, he remained pure. 7. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. They slandered him. They plotted against him. Even those closest to him betrayed him. But he never lowered himself. He didn't become bitter. He became better. That was his revenge. 8. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. One morning he walked among the poor in disguise. He listened, he watched, and he realized. The emperor's view is one view, not the view. Every person sees the world through a different lens. So he judged less, listened more, and became wise. 9. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This was perhaps his most personal truth. He had once been angry, jealous, proud, but he learned. Those thoughts stain the soul, so he trained his mind like a warrior trains a blade. He fed it reason, gratitude, calm, and in time, he became who he had once admired. 10. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Even on his worst days, even as war raged, as sickness spread, as his body ached, Marcus found joy in the simple fact of being alive. He would wake before dawn, step into the cold air and whisper, "Thank you for this breath, this sky, this moment." And that, more than his armies, his wealth, or his titles, was the secret to his peace.